Hello, this is Chris with Pixel Freak, and today I'm taking a look at Final Fantasy Crystal Defenders. So this is not a typical turn-based RPG Final Fantasy game like Square-Enix releases. This is actually a tower defense game that just uses some of the conventions from Final Fantasy like Black Mages and Moogles and such. This is actually a pretty solid game. It's been out now for a good couple of years. It originally came out on PSP and PS3 and iOS, and then it was ported over to Android maybe about a year ago. The reason I haven't taken a look at this game yet, even though it's a really good game, there's a few problems with the game. One of them is, as you can see here, W1 and W2, these are actually like worlds, and each one consists of 4 different levels. So you can see there's the ones from W1, we'll take a look at the ones for W2. There's actually, in the other versions of this game, a W3. So this particular version, for whatever reason, is actually missing about a third of the game. It's unfortunate, but I do have to say that because this game is so difficult, I never actually made it to W3. I was somewhere in W2 when I quit playing on my PSP. It's still a solid game though. Another problem with this particular version is, as you can see, I have big black bars around the whole thing. That might not be the case with your device, but on my devices that is the case. It can be distracting to some. I've still been playing it even with the black bars. This is much like the Final Fantasy 1. Square-Enix, they've been doing a little bit better of a job recently with porting games. It seems like the Final Fantasy 1 version was a little rushed. Final Fantasy 3 was pretty awesome. So this being one of their earlier works, I really hope they'll clean it up, but it's been out for so long, I'm not sure if that's the case. This game, however, the reason I am looking at it now, is 99 cents on the Google Play Store due to an end of summer sale. I highly recommend the game at 99 cents. I would say run to go buy this game at 99 cents. The regular price is like $6 or $7, and I'm not so sure that it's actually worth that amount. Take a look at this gameplay review, see what I have to say about it, and make up your own mind. If the price is $6 or $7 when you're reading this, it might be worth that to you. For $1, definitely worth it. Run, go get it. If you like tower defense games, you're gonna love this one. So let's jump in. We're just gonna play the first level for a little bit. I don't even think I'll finish it. As a matter of fact, I would bet that I probably don't finish it. So here we see the next wave that's going to come up. It's going to be a wave of cockatrices, and they are all HP 10. So you have your enemies here on the left, and you can see what's going to come up, but you really can't see their stats. If you'd like to see the stats of the enemy that's coming at you again, you click there on the left-hand side and bring it back up. So here on the right-hand side, you can actually see your guys. And we have the warrior, the soldier, the black mage, the archer, the white monk, the time mage, and the thief. W2 actually has a couple different allies, where they're the time mage and the thief. There's actually a couple different guys in W2. We'll pop in there and check out what those two are. Basically, it boils down to this. The soldier is a melee fighter that hits one enemy at a time. The black mage is a ranged fighter that hits multiple at a time but shoots slowly. The ranger is a physical ranged fighter that shoots faster but only hits one enemy at a time. And the white mage can hit multiple enemies at a time, but he is a ground-only melee fighter. He does like ninja stuff. It's pretty cool. The time mage will slow enemies, and I think the slow might do a little bit of damage. I'm not sure. Yeah, there you go. It's not as powerful as the black mages. So it does a little bit of damage, but also slows the enemy down. They're pretty cool. And the thief, they just kind of hang out around the enemies, and they pick up extra money. As long as they're next to where the enemy died, you'll get more money there. So I'm going to go ahead and start out with a monk here, and I just happen to know the magic place to put him, which I'm sure there's some variability there. I'll confirm where he's going to go, and I'm going to go ahead and start the wave here. So while the wave is going, I can also drag more guys out, but I don't want to do that. Or I can go over there, and you can level your guys up. But I'm not going to do that either. You can see here in the bottom left-hand corner, I have my money, which is 41, 42, 43, and my crystals. My crystals are basically my energy. If enemies make it to the end of the path, they'll take away one of your energy. Some enemies take more than one, but most enemies just take one. At the end of the wave, you'll be rewarded with your coins, which this is your basic 52 that I got. Well, that's how many I had at the end of the wave, at least. I get a bonus, so it's however many coins you have divided by 10, and then they round down. So 52 divided by 10 is 5 when you round down. So I get an extra 5 coins. I'm at 57 coins, and I'm preparing for the next one, which is Backnammy. HP 35. So this one, I happen to know that if I put this guy right here, and then I level this guy up once, then I can go ahead and start it. And this time I'm going to go ahead and run it in fast forward. You can hear at the bottom, you can see here at the bottom right hand corner that says ×4. If I hold that, and we go really fast. And I won. So I got another clear bonus of 5, total of 54 coins, and I'm looking at Antlion. So this keeps going. Now the trick in this first level is actually to try to get a thief in there as soon as possible. However, it's a little bit deceptive because even though I have enough coins, because thief costs 50, I don't want to put him in yet, because if I put a thief in right now, I'm going to lose. What I think I'm going to do instead is bring in him. And experts of this game would probably highly criticize the way that I go about this. Just go about it like this. You know what I want? I don't want to use him. Let's do one of her. And I think that should take care of it. Done. Alright, so that took care of them. Clear bonus 3. So this guy actually resists physical attacks, which means I'm going to need to get some casters in there. So, let's go ahead and place another one of him. So resisting doesn't mean that he's immune to it, but it means he's going to be a little bit trickier. So before I jump into this next wave, let's go ahead and check out the menu here in the upper left-hand corner. We can look at the enemy, which we already knew that. I can save, but saving here will automatically kick me out of the game. It's more of a quick save in case you need to turn your phone off or anything. One of the things that this game does a little bit poorly is save your state. So if you were to get a phone call and then you forget to come back into the game, your game's just going to be wiped out. You need to make sure that you come back into the game and hit save, or else you're done. If you hit retry, it's going to start the game over back at wave 1, just for whatever particular map you're on. Title's going to go, like you thought, right to the title screen. And options, I haven't actually looked at these. We have vibration, sound effects, background music, and volume. Pretty standard stuff. Let's go back to the game. Okay, let's see if I can take out these jellies. Looks like I'm going to get them. Easy peasy. Alright, now the next enemy is a quick enemy. So these guys actually move across the map pretty fast. And I'm hoping that my current setup will actually take care of them. Sure did. Alright, at this point in time, I usually like to bring the thief in on this map. I'll bring him in right about there. Let's go ahead and beef... Oh, I can't do anything. So we'll wait. I'm going to run this one slow for a little bit. You can see the thief's doing his job, and now I want to bump him up next level. So what I kind of like to do on this first map is beef up my offense at the beginning, and then over the course of the different waves, I'll kind of string them out. I'll put more guys towards the end. Let's go ahead and level him up, and we'll bring another one of her in. Here. Ooh. Now, it doesn't make a lot of sense to spend all your money like I am, so I'm kind of playing a little sloppy right here. You could do a little better. You could do better than what I'm doing. But what I'm trying to do is ensure that I'm going to kill all of the enemies right next to my entrance so that my thief is picking up on all of them, because I'm going to get a lot more money from doubling my money on them than I am from my bonus. Alright, so this guy's anti-magic. Oop. Let's go there. That might do it. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Alright, so now I'm starting to build up a decent amount of cash. So, airborne. Where are these guys at? I want to make sure these guys are all level 2. Actually, you know what I want to do? Let's bring in... Oops. There we go. Let's see how well that goes. I'll let it kind of... Now, the thief isn't going to catch all these guys, but let's hope that... That's going to be a little bit light. Let's go ahead and... So I should have probably upgraded these guys in the beginning, but that's okay. Because the thief would have caught all of those guys had I had those two leveled up. So this is the first really difficult wave. These guys steal multiple crystals, but they're also really, really powerful. They've got a ton of hit points. What you want to make sure is you have your guys that hit single enemies well leveled. So, I actually want to do attack powers up to 70. What are these guys at? It'll bring them up to 90. But these guys hit both sides. Let's go ahead and do it this way. Did I do two? I like to leave enough room on the end for another guy. Alright. There we go. Actually, let's go side by side. And plan on spending all of your money in this particular round. It's a very difficult round, that's why you see me kind of contemplating a little bit more. Let's go ahead and run it. Hopefully I get one off by the thief, that'd be really nice. Alright, I got one by the thief. So that made me a whole lot of money. Let's go first, whoop, level up his friend. Let's see how those first two work. Not so well. Only okay. Okay, got another one of them. That should do it, I bet. Alright, got him. So that's actually a really tricky wave. That's why you saw me go real slow and make sure that I got those guys. Alright, so you get the point of the game there. You also have some options in here. Well, at least the manual. You've seen the options within the game. We'll go ahead and just jump into the menu. So you can see this is actually a pretty well done manual. It probably is. It's probably almost easier to just run through the game and play it. Obstacles. Wow. Anyways, you can see what's going on here. Alright, so one last thing I want to do is jump in real quick to W2 and check out some of those extra units. Cathedral Sands. Let's just use that one. So, right around where the Time Mage and the Thief are, there's a couple extra guys. You can see here they actually got rid of the White Monk, and they instead used this Berserker guy. And to my knowledge, the Berserker and the White Monk are pretty much the exact same thing. They're a melee unit that kind of hits all over the place. A little less strong than the Soldier, but hits multiple units at the same time. You also have this Dragoon here. And what he does is he can jump up and attack enemies. He hits really hard, and he can attack from really far away. Very powerful unit once you've leveled him up. in addition to those units, you actually get power crystals here. And you get one, the red crystal, which attacks, yeah, you can see that, attacks power. Increases attack power, sorry. Blue crystal, which is increases the attack range, and then the yellow crystal, which does attack speed. So by putting those crystals down, it doesn't actually attack anybody in itself, but it increases the efficiency of the units around it. I think you can, if I remember correctly, let's go ahead and lay one down. Okay, I think you can level them up. Oh, yes, you can level them up. And by leveling them up, you affect their range. So, it's been a while since I've gone so far to using them, but I played this a little bit on the PSP. So there you go. That's the differences with the W2. So there's actually quite a bit of game here. It's actually also a pretty fun game. I highly recommend it at the $1 price. Run out to the Google Play Store and pick this one up. I have no idea how much longer it's going to be on sale for $1, but it is right now, and for that price, it's pretty much a steal. If it goes back up to the regular price, you make up your mind on your own as to if you really like this game. This one, good game, check it out. Go run it out there and buy it while it's $1. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and until next time, this has been Chris with Pixel Freak.